Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Suddha Spatika Sankasham Shuddha Vidya Pradayakam Shuddham Purnam Chidanandam Sadashivam Aham Shraye Shankarupena Machittam Pankikritam Abhodhyaya Kim Kariyasya Samaya Shankaracharya Mashraye Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Bharathi Karunapatram Bharathi Padabhushanam Bharathi Padamarudham Bharathi Tirthamashraye Vidya Vinaya Sampannam Vitaragam Vivekinam Vande Vedanta Tattvabodha Vidushekara Bharatim Mala Sudha Kumbha Vibhoda Mudra Vidya Virajat Karavari Jatam Apara Karunya Sudhambura Shri Sharadambam Pranatosmi Nityam. In this session, we will see Brahma Yajnaha, Manushya Yajnaha and Pitri Yajnaha, Bhūta Yajnaha. In the last session, we saw Deva Yajnaha and Pitri Yajnaha as part of Sattvika Karma, Panchamaha Yajnas. So today we will see the third set, Brahma Yajnaha, expressing my gratitude to all the Rishis who have received and given Veda, the primary source of knowledge, and have given secondary scriptures. I offer my gratitude to scriptures and discoverers, that is, authors of scriptures. Because of Rishis, I am enjoying this wonderful, holistic culture. Rishis want us to preserve this wealth of knowledge and propagate the scriptures to the whole humanity. Otherwise, we cannot show in many way our pranams to Rishis because they are already free. We cannot give anything to them. Only way for us to show our gratitude is to understand the scriptures and then help to propagate the scriptures to other human beings so that everyone is benefited. If we can do this service, it will be a great service to the humanity because scriptures help humanity. That is the primary objective of scriptures. The very sound, Shabda of Veda gives peace to the society. That is Veda Parayanam, purifies the whole creation. Therefore, we can do regular Veda Parayanam of our scriptures. If you know Vedam, nothing like it, we can do regular Veda Parayanam. If we are not very familiar with Veda, we have other scriptural literatures like Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranamam, Lalita Sahasranamam, so Ramayanam, Mahabharatam, so many things are there. So at least some of them we can read at home. From our side, I am saying. This is one way of showing our gratitude to Rishis. The second way is learning the scriptural literature and teaching of these adhyapanam to other human beings. This is the best form of Brahma Yajnam because Vidyadhanam Sarvadhanat Pradhanam. In compared to all other forms of charity, Vidyadhanam is the best form of charity. It reaches people and the people also will spread whatever they have learned and understood from people like us who read, understand and then spread this scriptural message to people. It will not be sufficient for us to do puja to scriptural books like when we do Saraswati Puja, we offer our flowers and so many other things to books, literature books, and then do namaskaram and go away. It will not help. Only way is spreading. So we can we should learn and teach scriptural literature. This is the best form of showing our gratitude to Rishis, who have shown us the best form of life. Fourth is Manushya Yajnaha. All forms of social services like running orphanages, building and running hospitals, taking care of old age people, orphaned children, you name it, because this is very prominent nowadays, and I don't need to explain. There are a lot of services available and many people are interested and they do it with sincerity. The problem nowadays is people feel that doing Manushya Yajna can replace all the other 4 yajnas. I am doing social service, I am helping the poor children, or I am helping the old age people. Therefore, I don't need to do any other yajna like Deva Yajna or Pitri Yajna and so on. It is only because of lack of proper understanding. All yajnas, all sattvika karmas, paropakara karmas are very important. Human beings, supposing we say human beings need carbohydrate, so eating rice is good enough to give carbohydrate. You don't stop eating only rice. We need vitamins, we need proteins, we need minerals. So we have to have vegetables, pulses, etc., fruits, etc. So all yajnas are important. Only thing is the proportion may be different. If a person can spend more time, energy and resources to, for example, Deva Yajna and lesser to Manushya Yajna, it is fine. But he cannot say that I am doing one yajna, therefore I don't need to do any other yajna. It is not proper. It is not appropriate. We have to understand our holistic picture. Then finally, Bhūta Yajnaha. All forms of contribution to all non-human beings. It is primarily for animals, plants, other species. I can say beings. All other living beings contribute to my survival in this world. Therefore, I should remember their contribution and I should in turn reciprocate my respect to them. At least, there are, in fact, in Mangalashtakam, there are slokams for offering namaskarams to trees, namaskaram to rivers, etc. So this is one form of showing my gratitude to plant, animals and rivers. I may not be able to do much for rivers, but I can at least, I should not pollute the rivers. That much I can do. I should not pollute Mother Earth. I should not over-consume the nature. All these things I can do. Whatever possible, I can plant trees wherever I have some space in my house. If you do not have space, at least in the balcony we can have Tulasi Madam, Tulasi plant. We can water Tulasi plant. Minimum, least we can do. And before eating our food every day, you can't do, you cannot feed all the animals in this universe, but at least in some form you can put some rice to the crows, you can give some food to cows. At least this much we can do, if not more. We can remember even planets. See, our scriptures are so fantastic. They do not leave anything out. Even planets are remembered. While doing daily Sandhyandanam, we do Argyam for 9 planets. Adityam Tarpayami, Somam Tarpayami, Angarakam Tarpayami, and so on. The entire solar system, we do Namaskara. This is the grand awareness of the entire system in creation and contribute to their well-beings. So we can say Vaidika he is a universal citizen. Others form as vegetarianism. I am a vegetarian. This is one part of Bhūta Yajnaha. I don't want to harm, kill any other living being like animal to satisfy my tongue. How many animals are killed for sake of decorating my living room? Elephants are killed brutally for their tusks. Rhinos are killed for their horns. See what extent we have come down. We are not even thinking about the cruelty we are crossing to the animals. If we tamper with any part of nature, it will lead to different kinds of problems. Recently the corona we had. So, many more things will come if we do not respect the nature. Nowadays, in the recent past, ecology, that is environmental science, has developed into a science, important science in recent times. But our Vedas have already recognized the importance of environment and ecology and said that if you revere nature, then you will not be selfish. So this is about Bhūta Yajnaha. All these Panchamaha Yajna, Sattvika Karma, Paropakara Karma, Nishkama Karma, Uttama Karma, all these are synonymous, which we saw in the last session. All these contributes to my spiritual growth. Underlying point is spiritual growth. It will not do much to our materialistic growth, but it will do wonders for my spiritual growth. Then we will go to second set of karmas, Sakama Karmani, Rajasa Karmani, or Para Udasana Karmani. Those actions in which I ignore other human beings, other living beings or other things. I am so indifferent to all other beings. I don't bother about their existence or damage I am causing to them. I don't care about them. I know only about my survival, my happiness. It is purely selfish, self-centered actions. At the most, I may include my close family relations. This much and nothing more. Sakama karma are based on our desires, desire-driven karmas. Uttama karmani or nishkama karma. Whether I like them or not, I have to do. There is no desires there. Here it is only desire-based karmas. Are these banned? No. Scriptures permit these actions, but it is not compulsory for every human being to go through this. A person can fulfill his selfish desires, but in a legitimate manner, without corruption and in moderate quantity. Scriptures themselves prescribe a number of rituals for getting land, children, wealth, etc. These are not prohibited actions. They are all fine. But they are considered madhyama because they primarily contribute to my material wealth. And their contribution to my spiritual growth is nil or very minimum. In Sattvika Karma, Paropakara Karmani, which we saw, the primary benefit is inner growth and the secondary benefit is material well-being. In Rajasa Karma, it is the other way around. That is primarily material growth and nil or negligible spiritual growth. Tamasa Karmani, that is the last type. Adhama Karma or Nishiddha Karma, they are prohibited actions, corrupt actions, destructive actions, violent actions. They are called para apakara karmani. Sattvika karma or para upakaram. This is para apakara karmani, in which I benefit. I am the beneficiary, but I do harm to others. These actions will bring me down spiritually. They will never do any good for my spiritual growth. In fact, they will pull me down. It's a spiritual fall for me. So what I should do is, in the first set of karmas which we saw, that is noble actions or uttama karma, they help us in my spiritual elevation. The second one is mediocre one, madhyama karma, that is rajasa karma. They are selfish. They will do spiritual stagnation. And the last one is prohibited actions. They will create spiritual downfall. So how one should lead one's life is, I can change the proportion. Increasing sattvika karma, reducing rajasa karma, and avoiding tamasa karma should be the aim of an aspiring karma yogi. I have to have some form of rajasa karma, yes, because I have my family, I have to have my own hunger satisfied, I have to take care of my goals, ambitions, personal goals, yes. To limited extent I have to do. Adhama karmas are not banned. Already, madhyama karmas, rajasa karmas are not banned. They are allowed in our scriptures, but to a limited extent. However, adhama karmas should be avoided immediately. They should be stopped immediately. Sometimes I may come across certain situations where I may have to do some adhama karma, that is nishiddha karma, papa karma, that is prohibited karmas. Like what? I am cleaning the house, I may kill some insects which are not even visible to my eyes, or I may use insecticide like Baygon spray or hit to get rid of cockroaches. It may be good for me, but definitely cockroaches will not like. Nowadays mosquitoes, so I am using mosquito rackets, mosquito bats. Definitely mosquitoes are not happy. These are all papa karma. But like these things cannot, inevitable, unavoidable situation. It is not wantonly done, but I cannot help it. Nishiddha karma, the aim of the seeker is to reduce these nishiddha karma to the minimum possible extent. This choiceless actions or papa karmas is called suna in our scriptures. These choiceless papas can be neutralized by Panchamahayajna. Therefore, this uttama karma or sattvika karma or paropakara karma will help me in twofold ways. One is to neutralize my papa karma, suna I said, and the next thing is it contributes in my spiritual growth. So I can get the benefit, two benefits I can get by doing this sattvika karma. We have seen all types of karmas now. We are discussing about karma yoga. Karma plus yoga. What are the proper actions? We saw now. Now we have to see what is proper attitude. Yoga. What is yoga is karma, that is proper attitude, proper mindset. What is the state of, what is proper mindset? Any attitude is born out of right understanding. You can never develop any healthy or lasting attitude if you do not understand the principle behind our learning. So whenever, this is very interesting and very important, whenever I do an action, it becomes part of the universe. It has left my hand. Once the karma has become part of the universe, all the universal laws will be applicable. They act upon my karma. Everything in the creation is acted upon by laws of karma. For example, I clap my hand. I clap my hands, the sound will come. The moment I clap my hands, I cannot help the sound coming out of my hands. My part of karma is clapping my hands. And then law of universal law takes place. Supposing I decide to drop pen or watch from my hand, or it falls down from my hand. Gravitational force acts upon pen or the watch, and it falls down on the ground. Sometimes it breaks. Similarly, the moment I do an action, these universal laws act upon my action, process my action, are called karma. Actions are karmas. Process my karma, and then the processed output, the processed karma is karma phalan. I get back the karma phalan. Therefore, every karma is processed by universal laws, becomes karma phalan, and handed over back to me. That is, they come back to me. All these universal laws are nothing but tools or instruments in the hands of Bhagavan, Ishvara, in order to maintain harmony in the whole creation. Therefore, when I say universal laws are processing my karma, it is as good as God is processing my karma. So He processes my karma and He gives me the karma phalan through the instrument of universal laws. Therefore, your karmas are processed by none other than Bhagavan. And the processed result, karma phalan, comes back to you. The moment you know this fact, you understand this fact, every karma goes to Bhagavan. Bhagavan processes the karma and then He gives you the phalan. The moment I understand this fact, every karma becomes Ishwararpanam. That is, I offer my action, my karma to Bhagavan. And for an enlightened karma yogi, every action is Ishwararpanam. This is called Ishwararpana Bhavana, born out of this very understanding and awareness. Universal laws are instruments in the hands of Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is karma phala dhata. He gives me the karma phalan after processing my karma. When I perform the action, I have Ishwararpana Bhavana, and when I receive the processed karma phalan, I don't call it as karma phalan because I know this fact. Therefore, I take it as Ishvara Prasada because it is given by Ishvara. Ishvara is karma phala dhata. So this Prasada Buddhi should come because whatever comes from Ishvara is sacred. I have to accept it with reverence and it cannot be rejected. I cannot find fault with this karma phalan or prasada. Cannot be criticized. I cannot say I don't like. I have to receive it with a sense of fulfillment because it is Ishvara Prasada. A sugar patient has not eaten sweet for a long time in order to safeguard his health. But the moment some neighbor gives him Tirupati Lord Venkatachalapati's Prasada Laddu, he immediately takes a small portion of it and eats it with a sense of reverence. That is Prasada Buddhi. Anything comes from Bhagavan is Prasadam. We know this Prasadam in the form of Laddu, we can understand. But whatever the phalan for the karmas we do is given by Bhagavan. So we have to accept it, accept all the karma phalans as Prasada. Thus, while acting or doing any karma, while doing karma, Ishvara Arpana Bhavana, while receiving the karma phalan, Ishvara Prasada Bhavana. These two bhavanas are very important. This is called yoga, proper attitude, proper state of mind. When I have these two bhavanas, the result is I enjoy equanimity of mind. Samatvam yoga muchyate, Bhagavan Krishna tells in Gita. Since I am enthusiastic in every action, I know all my actions is Bhagavan, I am giving it to Bhagavan. I do with a proper Ishvararpana Buddhi. Therefore, I do all my karmas, including going to my job, going to the employment, going to my office, doing business, everything you can do. It's a perception change. Therefore, there is no dullness, there is no drudgery, there is no boredom. Since every action is offered to Bhagavan, I don't dislike, hate any action. Instead, I start loving every action I do. Therefore, even going to the mundane job, performing a mundane job becomes very interesting for me. And accept all experiences of life as Ishvara Prasada, which will lead me to Samatva Buddhi. These two bhavanas put together will lead to very, very fast growth spiritually. My inner growth, I can understand, I can feel my inner growth. Spiritual growth will be very fast. This is called Chitta Shuddhi. In simple language, Chitta Shuddhi means I understand that all my problems in life are not caused by anybody else, are not caused by the world, but they are all caused by my wrong understanding, wrong handling of the world, because of my basic ignorance. Therefore, ignorant I handle the world wrongly. Therefore, I suffer. If I become the wise I know how to handle the world. Therefore, ignorant I is the problem and wise I is the solution. This diagnosis is the result of Karma Yoga. That is Chitta Suddhi in simple language. So we have seen Karma Yoga quite elaborately. So in the next session we see Upasana Yoga. I will stop with this. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.